Hi, my name is Dalia and welcome to my vlog. Today we're going to talk about the fabrics, vocabularies, English, thinking, and help about the people. And help to other people. So before we start, little disclaimer. It always matters of the way you're working and what kind of words you're gonna use, right? And more or less, even if you are not a learner of another language, you still I'm sure everyone's gonna agree with me that the thingy where you're working, specific field of a job, profession, you're using specific words. What I mean. For example, if you work in a shop, you're talking about the sales, you're talking about the prices, increases, discounts, all those things. So you're using specific words. And you're working in a medical field, you're of course talking heart, lung pressure, blood pressure, those kind of things, right? Yeah, beauty is the same thing, it doesn't matter. Just think about the profession and what kind of words you're using, even in your mother language. So it's it's the same thing when you are working in another country, in specific profession, and obviously you're using specific words, right? So my first job in this country was in a fabric. I really like all my jobs in my life. I'm not going to say the name of the fabrics or people or supervisors, all that stuff, or even the city names, because it's not really important. Important the fact and experience, right? So these gloves I'm wearing because in my field of a job we always needed to wear these. It's disposable and just use it just once, right? And again you need to use another one. Why? Because you're working with the food. So any bacteria or any other disinfection or virus or all that stuff you can be having next to you, right? On your hands or whatever, you have to be disinfected. Your hands has to be with gloves. Also, I don't remember, but we was wearing even the hats. We was wearing the coats and aprons, even if we was working with some food which one was water or out of the fridge, and we always working with knives, visiting our specific equipment. How I know the names, but back then. So the story begins. Well, so my first job was in a fabric. There was a huge line and a lot of people standing one after another. One person is putting on the line plastic boxes, another putting another vegetable, another, and then on the end of the line where was a machine, which one packing them and putting a sticker and the name, and all those vegetables was getting ready for the shops, as a Sainsbury's, Tesco, Morrison, and all other food shops, right? So I was in the line. I supposed to put some vegetables, but the supervisor was talking so quickly, so I couldn't catch the things, and I was trying to remember the words and the verbs of the things what I was getting ready myself before. And I knew, the supervisor was saying like this, you put the vegetables, you put just 4 heads of broccoli, 4 cauliflowers, and just 4 carrots. And make sure to see that if it's not black, doesn't have any damages and la 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 la. But what I heard like carrot, vegetable, put quickly, no any sickness or whatever. And I was like, what? And slowly, getting ready, how to say, uploading the things what I just heard to my head and to my mouth and all that thing, right? It was very complicated, but the thing is, you don't have a time for that. You have to react quickly to put things, because this is the line. You don't have a time to look around and thinking and just processing the things in your mind, right? because there's the people behind you, and there's the people in the front of you, and this is the line, there's the time going. So my point is, it was quite stressful. And maybe because this kind of situation is, and you are into that situation, you stressed, but at the same time you kind of, your mind, your brain quickly processing things very quickly and just getting to your mind and your actions. I don't know, I cannot explain, but you understand what I mean, right? At this kind of job, I know many people who might say that, oh, the fabric job is very easy, it's just for stupid people, blah 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 blah, it's not much of things you need to know. No, this is very stressful job, and it's even more stressful when you don't know the language. I believe it's also stressful if you used to work in completely different environment, you used to hear completely different words, doing different things, and now at my first job I needed to know quickly the name of the vegetables, quickly the numbers, time, because the guy was saying even when we have to go to break, and he was like saying quickly, a 3:15, come back to the line. I mean, I knew that quarter is something quarter, but he was saying so quickly, so I didn't get it. What quickly? What? So it was kind of in complication of the time. So can you imagine? You have to do things on time. You need to do a lot specific things. You need to know specific verbs. You need to know specific words. Plus, you need to know the quality of things. And the person is saying quality of the food, the words. And you need to know it now. And you need to do it quickly. And all around the people as well. And you don't have a time to just questioning yourself. You don't have. You have to do it. Maybe someone was gonna say, "Why did you choose this job?" It's very easy to say things, but I was in this kind of situation, and it was good. It was paid for me. I got a lot of experience. Now I'm very good at finding which one vegetable is good, which one not, and all those illness, which one is better not to buy because it's gonna get wasted very quickly. And also I learned a lot of people, and I helped a lot of people in that situation. So I'm not regretting, I'm just happy for all my jobs in my life. I learned a lot of things. So the thing, what happened? There was few people next to me on the line. A few times happened actually, maybe every almost day, that fabric. So kind of imagine, I know the language, I know some words, I'm trying to learn, I even keep repeating myself and studying myself at home. At home, I mean in that place where I was renting, right? And there was a lot of people in the line who knew some words, knew some verbs, but they couldn't, how to say, I mean, I was working with them and talking to them after work. I was communicating with them in the lunch breaks. So I had the idea and the picture of the people that they are quite smart, they just don't know the language. And, or they knew some words specific, but for them it's situation even worse than mine. So there's many situations like that. We was on the line, we have to do specific things. The supervisor is saying specific things, what we need to do, how much of vegetables we have to put in the plastic bags. So, or plastic boxes. So I was trying to help another people. I was saying words, which one I really remember quickly right now, and I was saying to them and showing, because I wasn't sure if the people know how much of verbs and words of numbers, but at least broccoli, I hear, they know. So I was like saying and using the hands, my body language, so I was like helping at the same time. So can you imagine, I get stressed because my own self, not, how to say, sure, am I understanding correctly things, what's going on, but at the same time I was trying to help other people. And all that thing, and all that line, and some people around me was kind of like some people who was helping to each other and doing things. On the end, supervisor of course was happy because the job is done, everything is okay. There was also a situation then I remember, I don't remember exactly, but I remember then how the supervisor was so angry and was saying things because someone put the vegetable, the broccoli, I think it was broccoli, there was some there was some stuff on it, so he was so angry, talking things like that, blah blah blah. I understood by the body language that something is not okay done. And there's another people who was a little bit crying, kind of close to crying, because they were so worried that she's gonna lose the job or something. And I was trying to help her because I didn't know her language, she didn't know my language, we just knew a few words, like she knew some few words. I was trying to calm her down. It's not because of you, blah blah blah. So I was explaining the things. Sorry about my nose, I'm a little bit sick. Anyway, so this kind of thing happened as well. And in my opinion, it was actually also good timing and situation for me, while learning and teaching another person, myself start learning and remembering things. Was really good situation actually. Well, even now I know a lot of words and specific verbs to use, even thought I don't need to use them anymore, but I know and I communicate. And because I was working in the fabric of food, it really helped me in the future. How to work with people, how to get along with people with completely different language luggage, yeah, because everyone of us has different experience, yeah, different things what we learn in school. So yeah, it was very interesting. It was very interesting experience, let's say like this. You know, for people who might think or worry about their language learning things, you know, I believe, you know, you can start getting ready like me, yeah, notes and all that stuff. But the most will help you obviously probably being in the situation, being in the field where those words are going to be used. So it's going to be quickly for you to pick up or even to remember and refresh the memory what you have here. It's very useful actually. This is actually very helpful for me, was. I believe about these things I can talk a lot. Because there's a lot of jobs I've done in my life, and a lot of funny stories happened. So on the end of story of this, I will tell just one thing, few things. First, yes, you will have to learn, and you will learn all the time, which one happened to me as well. Second thing, my own experience learning about another people from another countries, that it's not always true what other people say about them. And all we learn maybe the same language, different way, and matters that on the end we find good conversations and solutions. And I believe while you study and learning yourself the language, you teach another people, and at the same time you're learning as well. So this is the end of this story in this video. We're going to talk about those more things about my own experience and funny stories a little bit later. But for now, my food needs a little bit of a break. So I hope you like my video. Leave the comments. I really would like to know what kind of problems and situation happened to you in your first job, if you've been in another country, or at the job where you have to use different language. Or even, I'm sure many people even have this kind of things, when you're from one profession, which one you was working many years, and then you have to change to another profession of a job. Suddenly, you may say, suddenly, you need to use completely different vocabulary, even though it's your own language. It's still stressful and it's still complicated. So I wonder how it happened to you. just let's share, let's what you think, what kind of things happened to you, what kind of notes, what did you do, how did you work out from all that situation, because everyone had the different tips. My tip was to teach another people at the same time learning myself, having a notes and keep repeating the things at night before the job, repeating the things, recording the things, and even keep putting them next to my ear, listening, like for example the numbers, like when it has to be at the break, how many kilograms or grams the specific food has to be, and the way how they were spelling. I was trying telling the thing the same way what I heard, recording on my phone and listening back later how it's supposed to be spelled. This is how I was learning, and it really helped on the end. Now my English teacher would be very surprised that now I finally can not only write and read in language, but now I can express my thoughts and have a conversation with you guys. My name is Dalia. Hope you like it. Put the thumb up, subscribe, tell me what you think, and see you around.